Why is it that most people on this planet do not trust themselves? They do not trust themselves to create what they want. They do not trust themselves to fully step into their power and to create the reality that they want. Why is this the case? Why is it the case that so many people have these goals, have these visions, have these aspirations, yet they don't step into them? Why is that the case? We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about that in this video, because a lot of people have these goals, but they lack one thing: trust. And then these goals never become actualized. Think about it. So many people have so many goals and they never become actualized. Some people live their life to the very end of their life and they never actualize a certain goal. Why? Because they didn't trust themselves. That's unacceptable. Let's talk about in this video how to trust yourself, why most people don't trust themselves, and how to make it so that they can trust themselves and fully step into the reality that they want. I'm also going to be sharing with you some personal stories around why I was able to take certain risks in my life when it comes to, for example, dropping out of school and doing all sorts of other things in this video. So I highly encourage you to stick until the very end of this video, because we're going to be talking about some powerful stuff that will allow you to seriously step into what it is that you want to create in a much more powerful way. So if you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to hit that notification bell, because I do post a new video every single day. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation. So let's talk about this right now. Why most people can't trust themselves. Reason number one: too much thinking, too much ego, and too much attachment to thought. What does this mean? This means that we have all these stories in our mind around why we can't go in a certain direction. We have all these stories in our mind. What is the ego? The ego is nothing more than energy and consciousness unconsciously being sucked into the mind. See, we don't realize how much of the planet and how much we as humans have our energy, our focus, and our attention literally sucked into our thinking without even realizing it. See, this is why personally I consciously shift my energy to my body. I shift my energy to the present moment. See, this is why I do meditation every single day, and why I've been doing meditation every single day for the last 5 years, because energy flows where attention goes. And if you can master your attention, you can master your energy. Now you can master your life, and you're going to trust yourself more, because now you don't have the burden of your thinking sucking you into the story of your thoughts unconsciously telling you all sorts of reasons as to why you can't go after what you want. It's just ego. The ego, this construct of who we think we are, being sucked into some story. This is exactly why most people do not create what they want in their life. The moment I realized I don't have to be sucked into the story of my mind and I can shift my energy into the present moment, I immediately developed more trust within myself to go in certain directions that I otherwise would not have been able to take, and otherwise would not have been able to go into had I not shifted my energy out of my thinking. It's extremely powerful to consider this. You might be in your life thinking way more than you might realize. And when I say realize, it means that those thoughts might be there, but you might not be conscious of them. And see, I'm not saying that this is you, but it might be you. It might be anybody on this planet. It was me. It still is me to some degree right now. But this is why I consciously step out of my thoughts, doing something like daily meditation every single day. If you want to connect deeper to who you truly are, and you want to have a practical way to do this, to get out of your thinking, check out my free guided meditation that's in the description box of this video and in the comments. Every single video I do post this, and I am actually working on a new guided meditation soon, so definitely stay tuned for that, because I am going to be creating a new one as well, and I will announce that, of course, when that happens. But if you do want a quick little practical tool to stop thinking so much, get out of your ego and stop attaching to your thoughts, check out that free guided meditation. But this is the thing though, we need to stop being so attached to our thoughts. Thoughts are fine. It's not that thoughts are an issue. Like it's a tool that we can use to create what we want. But when we're sucked into our thoughts too much, when we lose our center with who we are and we think that our thoughts are who we are, you see, this completely takes away trust. Like, trust is like, before we talk about how to trust yourself, let's talk about how to remove all the things stopping you from trusting yourself by default, because who you are naturally trusts yourself until you have all this baggage of the ego that we build up convincing us why we can't trust ourselves. Now, the second reason why most people can't trust themselves is that they can't trust people. They can't trust people. See, if you can't trust a person, you're going to be way less inclined to trust yourself. Part of the reason I was able to develop so much self-trust in my life is because I trusted in certain people in my life to teach me how to trust myself. I didn't figure out how to expand my consciousness on my own. I had Eckhart Tolle, I had mentors, I had teachers, I had YouTubers give me the wisdom and the knowledge that I needed to integrate that wisdom. I didn't do it by myself. You can talk about, oh yeah, everything is within you, but how did I even learn? How did I learn meditation? I didn't learn meditation on my own. I learned meditation through somebody that already learned it, that they learned it from somebody, and they learned it from somebody, and then that wisdom goes back thousands of years. So I didn't learn all this by myself. I like to say, oh yeah, I did it all by myself, because yeah, I meditated every single every single day for 5 years. I did this, I did that. Yeah, my ego wants to claim ownership. Yeah, I did it all by myself. But how did these tools fall into my lap? How did I learn these things? Technically, you could say my ego went out and took the action, but I could also say, universally speaking, that the right person came to my life at the right time that I trusted to teach me this information, that I was vulnerable enough to actually open my mind up to consider the fact that what they gave me was actually useful knowledge. And then because I had that opening, because I integrated what they taught me, now I trust myself. See, so yeah, I meditated every single day for 5 years. I developed that trust within myself by taking action, by following through, by removing my thoughts as well. But to even start that process, I had to trust somebody. So you see, if you want to trust yourself, you want to actually trust in people. And you want to be, of course, conscious of who you trust. Nonetheless, though, you don't have to, but I've seen in my experience, the more that I can trust people in my life, have the right support systems, now what starts to happen is that actually I start to trust myself more as well. Now, the third thing I want to share with you is most people can't trust themselves because they never follow through long enough with something that they say they're going to do to develop trust. We always lie to ourselves. I personally still do this in some areas of my life, but for a lot of areas of my life, I don't do this. Like meditation, recording videos, I don't do this. I always follow through. If I say I'm gonna follow through with my videos, then I do. If I say I'm gonna take a month off, I always let you know, and that's exactly what I do. But see, I always try my best to follow through. Now, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I don't follow through in some areas of my life, but I'll tell you this though, all the areas of my life that I actually followed through with, that I told myself I was going to do, that's when I started to build all that trust within myself. See, if you keep telling yourself you're gonna do something every single day and you don't do it, you're building up that lack of self-trust because you're reinforcing the fact that you say you're gonna do this thing and then you don't do it. Of course, how else is it gonna be? How else do you want it to be? If you say you're gonna do something and you don't do it, of course you're not gonna trust yourself. And then so when it comes to, hey, here's a business opportunity, are you gonna trust yourself to follow that opportunity when you've been lying to yourself around why you haven't taken action on this thing you said you were gonna do for the last 15 years? Of course not. But see, if you had something in your life that you followed through with already, now when that next level of growth comes in for you, the next level of life offering you something to step into a higher level, see, now you're gonna take that opportunity and you'll trust yourself to create it. I believe part of the reason why I was able to commit so strongly to YouTube and commit so strongly to other areas of my life is because I developed that habit of meditating every single day. See, I meditated every single day for 5 years, regardless of how I felt. Now, are there some days where I think there was like one day where I missed because I was traveling or something, and that was pretty much it. And guess what happened? When I missed that day, I felt horrible. Not only because I didn't follow through, that wasn't even part of it, I just didn't feel good because the habit helps me so much. But the point is though, because I followed through, I believe that because of course I can't think of all examples. I'm sure there might be like a day or two here where I missed the meditation, but as far as I remember right now in this present moment, it's just that one day when I was traveling. Of course I can't give all examples, but what's the point? Why am I even bringing this up? I believe part of the reason why I was able to trust myself in all these other areas of my life, like recording videos, starting my business, dropping out of school. I used to be in software development. I literally dropped out of school, took a risk, followed my passion, and did exactly what I wanted. Why was I able to trust myself in so many different areas of my life? I believe it's because I had, for example, a habit like meditation where I consistently did it every single day. And this is the truth that nobody wants to hear. We want the fluffy dovey, yeah, here's the way to create something. But then when we talk about actually following through with something, we don't want to talk about that, right? Let's talk about all these instant gratifications. Francis, how do I manifest this thing? How do I trust myself in one video? You can't. You have to literally build up that trust, follow through with what you say you're gonna do, and then it starts integrating in your being. It starts integrating in who you are as a human, who you're not, of course, your true being, who you are as consciousness, but at a human level, you start to trust that, okay, I am now the kind of person that when I say I'm gonna do something, I follow through. See, when I start talking about meditation every single day, it's like, oh God, see, now Francis, you're going too far. I don't wanna hear anything about that. Yeah, you see, that's why you don't trust yourself. You don't trust yourself because when we talk about actually taking action and following through, that's where the conversation ends for most people. You wanna actually follow through. This is why most people don't trust themselves, is they don't do the things that they know they need to do. And then so then by the time the opportunity comes up that is gonna require you to trust yourself, like the universe gives you an opportunity to trust yourself, to take that leap of faith, because you've been lying to yourself. Are you gonna follow through with that opportunity and trust yourself? No, you won't. No, you won't. You might, but you won't have enough trust and consciousness built up within you to actually follow through. This is why I really invite people to meditate every single day. And if you don't meditate every single day, do something else every single day. Do yoga every single day. Follow your passion every single day. And if you start to follow something every single day, no matter what, believe me, that is going to carry over in every single area of your life. Like I said, meditated every single day for the most part. Yeah, I missed a day here and there. It sounds contradictory, but literally in like 5 years of meditating, I probably missed like a couple total days. And that was like there was justified reasons to it. Nonetheless though, yeah, I mean, could my ego be like lying to myself right now? Probably. But still though, overall, I had that trust. And then I believe that's why I was able to be so bold with dropping out of school, with investing in coaches and mentors, and investing way more money than I was comfortable investing, taking those risks, doing all the things that my mind was scared to do, because I'm like, okay, if I can do this every single day, then I can record videos every single day. I can do that. I knew I had that ability. See, I'm not a perfect human being, but I will say though that most of the times, of course I'm not perfect, if I truly say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna follow through. If I give somebody my word, I will follow through. If I tell somebody I can't do something, I usually tell them, nope, can't commit to that. I'm not gonna follow through with that. Just gonna be honest with you and upfront with you. There's no way I'm gonna commit to that. See, so I try to be as honest as possible with myself moment to moment. Now, are there areas where I lie to myself? Yeah, of course. And when I do that, guess what happens? My trust diminishes. So I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm communicating the truth to you, which is if you wanna develop trust, you have to follow through. You have to actually follow through with what you say you're gonna do. You don't have to do anything. I'm not saying you have to do something because I said it as the authority figure on YouTube. But if you want to develop trust, then you have to follow through. Not because I said it, not because Francis said it. No, you don't have to do anything. I'm saying if you want to develop trust, if you actually want that, if you want to develop trust, then it's important to follow through with what you say you're gonna do. So that's all I have for this video. That is the 3 reasons I believe why most people can't trust themselves. So once again, if you wanna work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation to see if you're a good fit for the coaching program to work with me one-on-one personally. A couple spots have recently just opened up, and there are limited spots available. So if you do want to grab this opportunity to potentially work with me one-on-one to help you in your transformation process, to remove your ego, step into your power, and create the life that you really want, then hit the link that's in the description box of this video. As always, have yourself a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.